What is going on, everybody? Welcome into In Good Chumpany, episode 9. Hi, Ben.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, I am good. It's been a wacky, wild life week for me, as we've talked about in our free time.
Yep.
But we thriving. We have a lot of gaming news.
As always.
It never ends, as we always say. How's your week been?
It's been good. It's been good.
Heck yeah.
But nothing crazy here.
Good, because I think we've had our fair share of crazy with whatever the heck I went through.
To say the
So,
least.
Ben, if you want to kind of just rock and roll, we have some interesting news to talk about this week that I'm excited to hear your thoughts on.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick this off with something near and dear to my heart that kind of scares me. So it was recently announced at CinemaCon, I believe, that we are getting a Bloodborne animated film.
Yes, yes, we are.
An R-rated Bloodborne animated film being produced by Jacksepticeye of all people.
Oh, dude, out of anybody I could have ever chosen for this role, it would have been him.
Okay.
He is so in love with this game. I am very happy we have someone who's very dedicated to this game on board with this.
Yeah, likewise. I don't know much about him. But once again, his content, much like Markiplier, was a little after my time. But no, man, I'm very excited for this. I'm also terrified.
That's completely valid, Ben. I think there's a good reason to be a little worried about what this could become.
Yeah, but I feel like FromSoft wouldn't sign off on anything too far of a departure. But you never know.
No. I I mean, we saw what happened that we spoke about in a previous episode with the Bloodborne remake slash remaster. So they're definitely a little guarded when it comes to Bloodborne.
Please be.
So please,
Please.
let's keep it that way.
But yeah, no, I'm so amped. The Sony animation has been crushing it for the last I don't even know how long at this point.
Spider-Verse.
Spider Verse, hell, Meet the Mitchells, or no, it's not Meet the Mitchells. It's Mitchells versus the Machines. That movie slaps. Everything they do, I love that animation style. I'm curious how it's going to translate to a Bloodborne universe. It's not necessarily going to be the same as those, but I don't know. I think more like gritty with
Yeah,
Bloodborne.
I'm
Fairly,
intrigued with that kind of gothic, vampiric-esque, kind of dark, gritty theming for it. So,
Lovecraftian, like the kids say.
yes, sir. Ben, let's ping pong into the wacky.
Okay,
Um, I got some fun news for you.
what do we got?
Let's kick it from PC Gamer, brother. Epic is reportedly cooking up a Disney extraction shooter. And it seems like there's some lukewarm reception on the inside about it not being exactly reflective of the ambitions of what they were going for.
Yeah, I could see Disney not being a big fan of uh Goofy playing into somebody with an AK, but
Yeah,
I doubt it would be like that.
Goofy Mickey and pals kind of laying into somebody and then teabagging them and running away with their stuff kind of doesn't sound too Disney for me. However, we've already seen quite a bit of Disney collaboration in Fortnite.
Hmm.
So that kind of also ping pongs into what is mentioned here that I didn't even realize it happened. There were some massive layoffs at Epic,
Yep.
and also Fortnite's been struggling a
Yeah,
bit,
which
and
is crazy. Like,
I
and
didn't realize that was happening at all. That went way over my head.
yeah, I heard about it briefly. Quite a few team members were laid off. Uh,
I think it was so I PC gamer once again 1,000 layoffs,
yep.
which is ridiculous.
Yeah, and I don't really like. I don't play Fortnite. I'm not really an Epic Games player. Uh, but Fortnite was sort of at the point where it seemed too big to fail at this point.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's a bit of a rough situation that I don't know where this goes. However, I guess we'll see what this Disney collaboration brings other than an extraction shooter mayhaps.
we're playing
Um
Disney Arc Raiders this November.
better be watching those streams, baby.
I am going to rip people apart as Mike Wazowski.
Oh, dude, catch me running around as Jack Skellington.
Oh, there
Come
you
on.
go. There you go.
And also, let's just highlight Disney put a $1.5 billion investment into Epic 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So there's a lot of money riding on all of this.
Yep. And there
Um,
are 3 games in development, I believe, or there were at least before these layoffs.
yeah. So I guess we're gonna see where this all goes. I'm very intrigued.
Yeah. No, I think this sounds awful, but also hilarious, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's kind of this wacky ocean of news right now where we're getting the weird, we're getting the cool, we're getting the slightly terrifying,
A little bit of everything.
a little bit of everything, including massively old news making a return in the worst way possible.
Are you talking about that 3-year-old Xbox exclusive that was recently ported to PlayStation?
Oh yeah, you know that thing. What's the name of that? What was it? Barbield.
It was Starfield.
Okay. Yeah, what happened with that, Ben?
Yeah, so it released for PlayStation 5. People are saying early game was fine, but at like, I think what I saw was like the 15 to 20 hour mark, people are getting crashes on their PlayStations every 10 to 20 minutes of gameplay. And that's not like combat situations, it's just walking around on open planets. And it's
From
just
what I'm hearing, in this article from Kotaku,
Kotaku.
um, it players are saying it's like literally unplayable.
Yeah. So I will say there has been an update to this. I don't know if it's in that article you're looking at, but we did get a patch. Uh,
Okay.
and it seems to have fixed the issues on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Base PS5
Okay.
is still
So
crashing every 10 to 20 minutes.
so they fixed the problems on the $900 console?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're working on the
That's
other one, but I mean,
helpful.
leave it to Bethesda. I love you so much.
Bethesda, I hold you so near and dear to my heart, but please, man, Starfield has gone through hell and back. Why you gotta do it again?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's a 3-year-old game.
You would have thought they would have time to kind of figure it out a little bit.
Yeah, I understand when the game comes out, Bethesda games are going to
They're gonna be
destroy
a little
whatever you're
jank.
playing on. Yeah, they're gonna shut down your PlayStation a few times. Uh,
Yeah, I
or
mean
I guess
that's a
Xbox
guarantee.
going forward. but I just couldn't believe it. Like, no support for the
Such a
base
crazy
PS5.
headline.
I love it. Like, not in like a hateful way. It's
It's
just
kind
par
of
for,
silly at this point.
it makes me feel comfortable. In this world of chaos, Bethesda's still releasing broken games.
At least Bethesda is our one consistent.
Yes.
Oh man, let's talk about a cool consistent as well. Insomniac, Ben. We're gonna dive into my obsession really quickly
Okay.
because Insomniac, many years ago it feels now, released my favorite game like of all time, Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
and recently our beloved face actor for Spider-Man in Spider-Man 3 decided to post a little Instagram photo of a little mocap going on with some little Spidey hands saying, if you know, you know.
Oh man.
Ben Jordan, I sure do know. And Spider-Man 3 is in development right
Hell yeah. Chair Creek.
now? Brother.
Dude, it's coming and it's so exciting.
I need it in my veins right now, but also let it cook. If we get this Venom spin-off game, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I'm sorry, I lost you there for a second. What spin-off game?
Venom.
Oh, yeah.
If we get that, I'm gonna lose my mind in the meantime. Everything we're hearing makes it seem more and more like it is maybe actually a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because especially we're seeing these photos now from Ben Jordan. We'll probably get some kind of official word from Insomniac at some point soon, I would assume, but this is probably going to be a PlayStation 6 release, I would assume 2028.
Yeah, I'm guessing just based on time frame. I mean, Wolverine has taken longer than anticipated, so hopefully
Yeah,
this
but that
won't.
was due to those massive leaks, so that was kind of not fully in their hands at first.
Oh my gosh, talking about leaks. Uh, I'm going to pivot, if that's okay, for
Whoa.
something we don't have in our show notes that I forgot to write down.
Oh boy, let's do it.
So, did you hear about the Rockstar leaks this week?
No, what Rockstar leaks, Ben?
Okay, so there was a big Rockstar. Hold on, I'm going to pull up the article. I'm sorry, I'm not prepared for this.
Oh, I don't even need prepared. I just heard Rockstar and I'm losing it, Ben.
Okay, so Rockstar got hacked earlier this week.
Let's go. Whoa. In the worst way, but best way of like, what am I about to hear?
It's not as fun as you think.
Oh dear.
But no, I mean it's funny. So a hacker group known as Shiny Hunters, right, got into Rockstar's data warehouse. They stole a bunch of data, and
Okay.
they gave Rockstar a deadline, and they were like, "Pay the ransom, or we're releasing all this data."
Yep.
Rockstar,
So essentially the same thing that happened to Insomniac.
yeah, exactly. And Rockstar was like, "No, we're good." So the hackers released the data, and it was revealed that Rockstar is making around $1 million a week from GTA Online still.
Huh. Huh.
And because of this, this is my favorite part. Take-Two Interactive's stock prices shot up because they're like, Rockstar's making this much money.
Obviously.
They got hacked. And they made
And
more
they
money.
cranked their profits.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Right?
Rockstar is unbeatable.
I completely forgot about it until you just brought it up. And
First things first, GTA Online is never gonna die.
no, never. Never. Which
Second,
I'm not a big fan of, but hey, get your bag.
to each their own. Number two, what? How does a leak and then just turn into your stock prices skyrocketing?
Right? How?
What world do we live in?
Those 4 hackers.
They really did not get the thing that they were aiming for.
No, not at all. In fact, it benefited their victim. So,
Yeah, that's kind of bonkers. You want to know what else is bonkers, Ben?
what else is bonkers?
Street Fighter movie trailer drop?
Oh yeah, yeah, more video game movie news.
More video game movie news, which is weird. Why are we getting so many video game movies this year?
Um, I don't know,
Something in the
Mario.
water. Mario did it.
Mario made bank.
Mario was a stepping stone.
It was.
So I'm just gonna give some brief thoughts on this because I know we've talked before. This is kind of adjacent and not fully what we usually talk about, but I've only played a little bit of the Street Fighter games, but of course they are very iconic. I've at least played enough to still have some kind of feeling towards seeing a Street Fighter movie,
Hmm.
and this has all of the kind of wacky yet brutal elements that it seems like it should have.
Yeah.
So it looked fun, it looked wacky, it looked brutal, and that's what I would want from a Street Fighter movie. So I'm intrigued off the first trailer.
Yeah, likewise. I think they did pretty good job with casting. Uh,
Definitely.
was it at the Video Game Awards where they brought them all out on stage last year?
I'm pretty sure it might have been a different event, but I think it was the Game Awards.
Yeah, I think they presented an award. I don't remember who it went to, or what it was even for. But when they were all there initially, I was like, okay, like there's a lot of WWE fellas up here.
Oh yeah, which honestly to be expected.
Oh yeah, yeah, and they looked pretty great. I don't know about Cody Rhodes as Guile. Um,
We'll work on that as
yeah,
we
yeah,
as
we'll
we
see.
go. I
I'm
think
not a
we'll
big Street Fighter person, so
I
whatever.
think maybe as we go it might settle in a little bit more.
Yeah, but no, but in the trailer, I thought all the casting looked pretty great.
Heck yeah.
Um, M Bison will be interesting that take with I'm gonna butcher his name. I think it's Dave. What was it? Hold on. How do you say your last name, Dave? I really like
Please
him.
tell me how to pronounce you.
Dave Dastmalchian. Um, he's
Okay.
I like him as an actor, so he doesn't really fit the model per se of M Bison. So I'm excited to see what route they take with that.
Yeah, no, it's going to be very intriguing. I'm 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 going to keep my eyes on it. We know how video game adaptations have gone, so we have a very 50-50 mixed bag here. So,
Yeah, but
you
they
know,
seem to be getting better.
they do. They do. They've been learning. It's a good thing. Maybe. Don't quote me on that, please, because that could go really poorly in the next couple of months. Um, so we've got a lot of craziness, and now I want to circle back to something steady and persistent. It seems
Is it,
Windrose, Ben.
is Windrose becoming our new high guard? Where we talked about it every week for
It seems like it might because Windrose really, 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 really kicked it, dude.
oh
It
yeah,
it
the
it it caught
opposite.
the audience it wanted.
Yep.
Um, so apparently the devs have highlighted the online problems we experienced, Ben,
Yeah. Thank God.
and even came out and said online that if anybody knows a guy, they would love to get in contact with said guy.
Yep.
So we know they're struggling with the online stuff. I'm going to highlight, I think I might have been a little more brutal than I intended to be on kind of how the online goes in the last episode. Um, we had a couple hiccups along the way, and even still, it's a very fun fundamental. I wish we had gotten more experience in the ships within our playtime. We just have not had enough time to dive fully into it. And now with it being paid early access, it's a little more of a we're gonna get to it eventually. But right now we have Mouse PI and Pragmata, which, my goodness, just an early glimpse at that. Holy moly, this is gonna be a crazy ride.
Yep.
But I hope they get it soon, because I know a lot of people really wanted to go around and have some pirate adventures with friends, including us. And the online problems can definitely be frustrating. So I hope that gets worked out soon. And I know Jeremy said that he's been having a blast on the game just solo. So it sounds like it's a great time anyways.
Yeah. And also, I just want to say, I don't think you were too hard on it in our previous episode. It is an issue. They were addressing it, but we still brought up our problems with it. I think that's fair.
Valid enough. Ben.
Hi.
We have something a little bigger than anything we mentioned to talk about that got revealed in the past couple of days.
Yeah.
And this was not on my bingo card at all for this year whatsoever.
Yeah, just the announcement of the announcement came out of nowhere.
Seriously, you just texted it to me, and I just looked down at my phone, and I'm like, what the hell am I looking at right now? So Metro 2039 got revealed.
New Metro game.
Ben, I know you have slightly mentioned, but what is your experience with the Metro games?
Zero.
Big old zero.
Big old zero. I own them on Steam, I found out today.
Yes, I do remember you highlighting that fact just a little bit ago, actually.
Yeah, at some point I purchased them.
Which I'm gonna say, very valid thing to do. I have played a couple of the Metro games. I have not played all of them, but I have spent a good enough time in them to really love the franchise. I love the dark, gritty aesthetic of it as well, and the theming that they get into. It gets very political, very psychological, and very personal. And Ben, it sounds like this game is about to triple down on that.
Yeah. Yep. The author is a wanted man in Russia.
Yeah, and he's wanted for speaking on the war in Ukraine. And due to all of this, actually, the development of the game went under a massive shift, because they have a large Ukrainian developer group that are also getting heavily impacted right now. And this game just went from dark to darker, because there are some important messages that are going to be talked about here.
That trailer. My gosh. It was heavy.
That trailer was a ride, dude.
Yeah.
First thing I want to highlight on that trailer, Ben, the visuals. I know it was like a cinematic reveal, but my goodness, that looked good.
So good.
I was just blown away with how amazing it all looked, and the trippiness going through it. You really feel that psychological break.
Yeah, very surreal.
Yeah, and it was hard to figure out what was real and what wasn't, and what is this mystery character coming from, and because we don't have many answers about what's going on here.
Yep.
So we're left with a lot of really cool questions going into this. But we also got some gameplay. And right off the bat, I'm going to say the visuals almost look no different.
Oh, nice. I haven't seen the gameplay, actually.
It's kind of ridiculous. They have refined, this is all their engine. So they have the ability to just go at it. And my goodness, dude. They showed a little, it had to be like a minute long clip of a little bit of gameplay running through an area and some of the creatures coming after you. I'm just going to send you this, Ben. And the very first picture is gameplay.
Okay.
Astonishing, dude. I can't even
Oh,
I can't
wow.
even begin to talk about the atmosphere that they're building out here with the particle effects, the lighting, the level of detail in the gun, and just like your character's hands and the whatever the hell that thing is back there that I don't want anything to do with.
Yeah, no, I'm good, thanks.
Yep, nope, I'd rather not. Ben, I'm sold already.
Yeah. And you don't
Like,
have to wait long
no, not at all.
this
'Cause
winter.
this winter, Ben, what is this reveal? Come on.
Yeah, dude, it got me excited. Once again, it's another situation where this podcast, while I play a lot of video games, has made me realize I don't play a lot of video games.
I play a lot of video games that I also don't play a lot of, so now I'm kind of screwed.
Yeah, because I'm still working through Alan Wake 2, trying to catch up for Control Resonant.
Yeah,
Now
because
I gotta play
that's
through Metro.
barreling up, I think. We still have no release date on that.
Yeah. But now I gotta do Metro too, on
Yes,
top
sir.
of the new
And,
games for reviews.
dude, it's so worth it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to.
I'm going to highlight, too, the jump from Metro Exodus to this is really cool to see, just visually and kind of gameplay-wise. Whenever you get a chance to look at the gameplay, it's so smooth, dude.
Nice.
This might be some of the like smoothest first-person shooter gameplay I've kind of watched.
Okay.
It's really impressive. I'm excited to get my hands on this game, and also I'm really excited to see the message that the developers and the creator of the Metro world have to say here, because it's gonna be dark and it's gonna be heavy, and this game's gonna leave us talking for a bit. It seems like.
Yeah, I hope so. Those stories need to be told. Yeah, no, post-nuclear apocalypse fans are eating well this year.
Amen.
Between this and the expansion coming to Stalker 2.
Seriously, I mean, it's exactly what you could wish for. The only extra thing would be a Fallout game, I guess.
That ain't happening.
One could wish, though, Ben.
Maybe, that Fallout 3 remake.
I mean, listen.
Okay.
One can hold out hope.
One can hold out hope. Oh.
Oh, man. Ben, now, it has not been the most insane news week, but the news we have received has been really cool. And I'm really excited to kind of see where we're going moving forward with Metro and with Spider-Man 3 news, because now that we have some of those leaks, definitely Insomniac's going to come out at some point and say something official.
Yeah, they have to address it.
There's no way around it now. That was probably planned with Ben Jordan.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's be real. There's no
Absolutely.
way. This game, anything Spider-Man related, nothing leaks unless it's meant to happen.
Yeah.
And
Or they get hacked.
Or they got hacked and massively kind of impacted by that, because no Spider-Man 2 DLC because of you guys jerks. But overall, I think the news we got is some banging news, Ben, and it just never stops.
never stops. But I'm happy for a little bit of a slower week. So
Yes, yeah. It definitely is helpful. I I need to go and just dive headfirst into Mouse PI even more.
same.
Um, that review will be coming out as soon as we possibly can. We tried to no life it. Life got in the way of no lifing,
Yep. And
and
we didn't get review codes. So
which it is okay.
oh
It
yeah,
just
no,
makes
it's
our
good.
timeline a little different.
Yeah.
Um,
If you want us to get review codes,
second,
subscribe.
heck yeah. Second, Pragmata is gonna make me lose my mind if I don't get my hands on it soon. So
Mhm.
we will have the review of that ASAP.
Yeah, and I know we're kind of off topic here, but if what I saw is true and I'm verifying now, it might make you feel a little bit better. Ba, ba, ba. So while most PI is like 15 to 20 hours long, Pragmata is like 8 to 10. So,
Okay,
so
heck yeah. So
yeah,
Capcom is being Capcom.
yeah, yeah. So if that
Good,
makes you feel a
good.
little bit better about the workload,
I was relying on them to give me an 8 to 10 hour banger, and then have Mouse PI be the long boy
yeah.
because Mouse PI is my almost highest anticipated of this year,
Oh, nice.
and so far it's still it's doing some stuff.
Save it for the review, man.
I know. But everybody who comes and watches, in good company, they get a little special surprise.
I guess.
Why did I say it like a spooky mouse mobster?
Thank you for watching, everybody. We really appreciate you taking the time to be with us while we ramble about video games
And mice.
and mice.
We love you guys. Check out all of our extra content that we have going on over on the YouTube and the Twitch with our live streams. We also have our TikTok, our YouTube Shorts, our Instagram Reels. We have a bunch of content constantly coming out now, and also go check out our Discord if you want to chat with us, chat with kind of anybody else, and get involved in the community.
Yeah.
But without further ado, I hope you all have a fantastic night, day, midday, whatever it is. And Ben, I hope you have a great night, as it is now approaching 2 a.m.
Good night.
Good
Thanks,
night.
Andrew. Have a good one.